A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having a good day today. Terry Henne, along with Jonathan Dent, here at Radio Center, where we're looking at quite a difference from what we saw 24 hours ago, John.
I want it back.
Oh, man, you can take a walk after what happened yesterday with all of that snow about when we...
I want the warmer temperatures
Oh,
back. I want to take those back.
Well, when you came in here this morning, it was a little bit earlier than what you normally do. It was pretty doggone cold out there.
Yep, I was just out there again recently, and the wind has not let up. I put my winter coat away yesterday. I'm thinking, all right, this is it. We're done. Nope, we're not. Right now, out at the airport, they're looking at 31 degrees. Downtown Midlands at 32. Here at Radio Center, 32 degrees as well. South wind at 10 miles per hour, giving us a wind chill of 22. It feels like way below that. And maybe that's just because we've been spoiled.
Well, and we're going to get spoiled again.
I'll take.
Now, I mean, tomorrow, we won't have the sun. Actually, we could get a glimpse of sun tomorrow. It's going to be kind of a unique situation. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But one thing is for sure, we are going to be looking at temperatures pretty close to 60. And then we're going to drop off again. The roller coaster continues.
Yep.
And then we'll start to warm up on Sunday. And as we work into next week, boy, there's going to be some people chomping at the bit, because not only are we going to be looking again at chances of some precipitation, but we're not going to be talking frozen precipitation at all. And we're going to hit another plateau by about midweek next week. Not 60, not 65.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're going the right direction, right?
Yeah.
70 is what we're going to be talking as we move into midweek. But that's a week away. We still have a little bit of weather to contend with here. We do have a high pressure system right now over southeastern Michigan, and it is going to be moving into Virginia over the next 12 to 14, 15 hours. A low pressure system over Colorado right now. It's going to be moving into southern Nebraska. And ahead of that is a warm front. And that's what we're going to be watching, because that warm front is going to begin to rev things up just a little bit. Our projected high temperature today isn't anything to jump around with. Below average, we should be at 48. I think we're going to make it up to about 46, maybe 47. But, a degree or two, let's call it a normal day. But not normal tonight because of that warm front. We should be at 30 degrees. We're going to be about 10 degrees warmer tonight. But along with that is going to come an increase in the clouds. And along with that, especially after midnight, is going to be a pretty good chance of seeing some rain shower activity. Now, that rain shower activity is going to continue into the early morning hours tomorrow morning. And our temperature is going to rev up rather nicely. We should be pretty close to 60 degrees. Shower activity around, nothing major. And there'll actually be some breaks in the shower activity, because the heart of that system isn't really going to make it to Michigan until later on Friday afternoon and Friday night. Once we move into Friday night and early Saturday morning, there's going to be a real good chance of seeing some rain, not so much on again, off again. I think a little bit more steady precipitation, and we will have bouts of some heavier amounts of rain on Friday night and early Saturday morning. Because our low on Friday night, it looks now, is only going to drop off about 2 or 3 degrees. So let's call it 57 after a high of right around 60 on Friday, only about 57 degrees before midnight on Friday night. And that's going to be our high temperature for the day on Saturday. It's going to just continue to drop down. And by Saturday night, we'll be at 22. So we'll lose more than half of the temperature.
That's the down on the roller coaster.
That's the down on the roller coaster, and that's a steep down. Along with that, the scattered shower activity will roll into a mix of precipitation as we move through the later morning on Saturday. And then by Saturday afternoon, things are going to let up. That low pressure system generating all of this is going to scoot across northern Michigan, be over by Lake Ontario by later in the day on Saturday. And by Saturday night, it'll be further away from us than that. So there will be some clearing skies. And then on Sunday, we're going to be looking at a high temperature still above average, a little bit above average, 50. That's what I'm looking at with partly cloudy and sunny skies. And Sunday night, really not all that bad. A few more clouds around, but still partly cloudy there. Only looking at a low dropping down to about 45, 46 degrees. So not too bad. And then Monday, we're going to clear the 60-degree mark. We should move up to about 62, 63, right in there. 42 for a low on Monday night. And another system is going to be moving in. That'll affect our weather Monday night into the day on Tuesday. Tuesday's high will be in the middle 50s. So, we'll be kind of spoiled with that low 60-degree area. Tuesday, a little bit cooler, mid 50s. 48, 49 degrees for a low on Tuesday night. Tuesday looks like it's going to be kind of a rainy day. And it'll move into the day on Wednesday. And that's when we'll see close to 70 degrees, if not a little bit above. And really, to take us through a good part of the work week next week, we are going to be looking at above average temperatures. It's the following weekend, which is kind of interesting because the Tigers will be playing at Comerica Park. I think opening day looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. That's a week from today at Comerica. But then moving into the weekend, that first weekend, I don't think we're going to see snow flurries, but temperatures are going to be below normal. And precipitation pattern over this entire period of time will be above average for this time of the year. Now, incidentally, a year ago today, we broke a record when it came to rain. We had just under 1.1 inches of rain a year ago today. The old record was only set back in 2017, and that wasn't quite an inch. But last year on this date, 1.08 inches of rain fell here in the Great Lakes Bay Area.
How much are we expecting to get here in the next couple of days?
Well, Mother Nature has a way of kind of watching history here a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we do have some spots around where not so much all in one shot, but when you take the cumulative effect here, by midnight on Friday night, we could very easily see some locations with 1 inch of rain. It's going to start off in southern Michigan. That's where the rain shower activity will be a little bit greater as we move into the day on Friday morning. And that's why I say that one is going to scoot, that immediate rain is going to scoot off to the east. So we're not going to see that. But later in the day, when everything kind of kicks up again, that's where we're going to see more rain here in southern Michigan, not quite as much. And the heaviest amount of rain on late Friday night, early Saturday morning will be in northern Michigan. So southern Michigan gets it earlier here in the Great Lakes Bay Area during the midday, the afternoon, and then northern Michigan Friday night and early Saturday morning before that system clears. And then the winds will be coming a little bit more out of the west and the north, and it'll cool things down, but clear things out. That's what we're looking for. Record high in this state is 74, set back in 1998. The record low is 5, and that was set back in 1923. So in a nutshell, incidentally, a year ago today, our high was 50 and our low was 31 with all of that rain. So we picked up quite a bit there. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by,
we've got Doug Klein from Oppenheimer. He'll give us a little bit of some good information here as we move into the end of the week, and then we'll have those prices from MAC and Breckenridge. All of that's ahead, but first, the weather report today brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment. Talking about those farm all tractors, the ones that can do just about anything. Well, they can. Loading, hauling, cutting hay, raking, cleaning the barn, mowing, chopping, seeding, clearing, irrigating, furrowing, hitching. You get the idea. It can do just about anything. And the horsepower range from 35 to 140 make it a very versatile tractor. Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth carries the wide variety of Farmall Series tractors because they know that getting the job done starts with choosing the right Farmall. Anywhere from the Farmall A Series to the Deluxe Farmall C and C Series with cabs. The tractor does it all, so no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red, and it's called Farmall. Learn more by stopping by Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. Doug Klein joining us this morning. John, you think he's got some good news for us?
I think Doug's always got some kind of good news. It's just a matter of good for who. Doug, good morning.
Just tell yourself it's good.
Yeah.
You just say good. You just click your heels together and 3 times and say whatever.
Yeah, there you go.
All good. I saw that jobless claims came in up 198,000. Or up to 198,000. That was about 4,000 or 5,000 more than expected. Not a huge big deal, but it does show that what the Fed is doing is hurting us. More jobless claims, and that the growth for the fourth quarter was 2.6% annualized, and that was less than expected. So again, what the Fed did to us hurt us, and hopefully they get the message so they don't keep raising interest rates on us and abusing us like that. Now, I heard that also concerning wheat. There was something going on with one of the big wheat exporters shutting down operations in Russia or something like that. And I think Cargill was mentioned also, or they might have been the ones. And then Glencore also talking about kind of pulling back from Russia. So, I mean, that might have been some of the reason wheat was hot for a couple of days there. I also heard that Russia is kind of winning the narrative on undeveloped countries or underdeveloped countries, kind of looking at the whole war thing and saying, and some of those countries are going like, oh, maybe we should side with Putin. Which that doesn't ring very well for us, but who knows? It's still too early to tell.
Well, what doesn't help either is they're talking, they being China and Russia. And you look at some of these third world countries that are a lot closer to those countries geographically.
Exactly.
And they're like, ooh, maybe we better kind of reassess here what we're doing
before we get squashed like a bug.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, boy. Well, anyway, on that bright note, here's your numbers. The May corn is $6.49, down a penny and a half. December corn, $5.68 down 2 1/4. May soybeans, $14.77 up a quarter of a penny. November soybeans, $13.03 up a penny. The May wheat is $6.97 down 7 1/4, and December wheat the same, $7.37 also down 7 1/4. So the crude oil is up a little bit, $74.12 up $1.15. Heating oil is $258.60 up 2 cents. Gasoline is $264.08 up 0.3 of a penny. Natural gas $2.12, that's down 6.5 cents, and I saw the chart on that, down 61% year over year, and propane's down 40-some% year over year. So I'm kind of expecting to fill my tank this summer at a really, really, really low rate.
You better do it now.
Yeah, right. I don't think they've gotten around to realizing that propane's cheap right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're ready to.
Over to currencies. Canadian dollar. U.S. dollar buys $1.3530 Canadian. That's down 25 ticks. The dollar buys 132.71 yen. That's down 13 ticks. The euro's at 108.99. That's up 56 ticks. And the dollar's at 102.25, down 38 ticks. Gold's at 1973.20, up $6.30. Silver's 23.82, up 36 cents. Platinum's at 979.80, up 14.30.
All right. Have a good one, Doug.
All right. See ya.
We'll talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. How all of that translates to our cash paying prices on the board at MAC in Breckenridge. The wheat is down 7, white wheat at 648, the red wheat at 613, new crop down 6 at 710 for the white, 640 for the red. Corn unchanged, 604, new crop down a penny at 508. And MAC has the soybeans up a penny at 1443 with the new crop at 1243. Market report brought to you by the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They do have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. So it might be a really good idea to stop by any of their conveniently located offices today and see how they can become your hometown financial solution. For more information, just go to frankenmuthcu.org. And by the folks at Steiner Tractor, new parts for old tractors made easy. You know, they take their job personally at Steiner Tractor. They understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. And for those of you that don't really put that tractor to work anymore, other than showing off, especially when the weather turns warmer, there's a lot of shows out there. Might be a really good idea to check them out, especially if you've got some work that has to be done on that tractor. Steiner Tractor can help you. Just go to their website at steinertractor.com for more information, or if you want to order some parts. Also, you can call them at 800-234-3280. I think we've got the plant of the week.
We do. He told me that he was ready for it this week. We kind of sprung it on him last week, but Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center, plant of the week. What do you got?
I've got a really timely one this week. It's called Lenten Rose. So we are in the Lenten season, and it's a perennial plant, and it blooms now. As a matter of fact, mine at home have been blooming for a couple weeks, and the snow on top of them doesn't bother them. They're just happy to be up and moving early in the spring, so they help give you something in a garden that does something very early. About a foot and a half tall, foot and a half wide and spread. The flowers are maybe an inch and a half or so across, and they're a little bit nodding flowers. So in standing upright facing the sun, they'll be horizontal or maybe even a little drooping, but they're there and they're doing well. It's also an evergreen perennial. So it stays up all winter long, like Pachysandra or myrtle would. And it's there, but some of the leaves will get scorched over the winter. You just trim them out, no big deal, and they keep going. They're very durable, very easy, and a couple of great things. They do well in heavy shade, and the deer don't like them, so they've got a lot of versatility as well, too. They'll do well in a fair amount of sun as well. They maybe don't want 100% hot sun out in the middle of nowhere, but, if they get a little morning break or a little evening break, they'll be happy.
And again, so it's called rose. What? Lenten rose?
Yes, Lenten rose, or if you want to know, it's Helleborus orientalis, for those that want to get stuck in those big names.
I forgot. I'm sorry I asked.
We'll stick with Lenten rose.
Yes, we will. And you've got them. You've got them at the nursery.
We do, Terry, and our hours are still going to be stretching out, but right now it's 8 to 5, 5 days a week, the weekdays. But one of the things, Terry, that botanical name, we're gonna give you some information later on. We're doing a program, the Bay City Garden Club, on those long names and what are they. It's called nomenclature. What is it and why is it important? Well, you can maybe come out and find out more why we call things Helleborus orientalis.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to write those names down or not.
You just got to be able to understand them, Terry, and know why they're important.
There you go. Jerry, thanks. You take care, all right?
Terry. Have a great weekend.
You too. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. We'll be back with Craig Voorhees right after this.
Attention car and truck shoppers. Are you looking for the best offer around? At Cook Chevrolet and Vassar, Silverado shoppers have two great offers. Right now, leases on a loaded Silverado, including heated seats and even heated steering wheel, start as low as $391 a month. Do you prefer to own your truck? Did you know that with rates as low as 0%, you can save as much as $10,000? That's better than any rebate ever offered on a pickup. And right now at Cook Chevrolet, you can lease an Equinox as low as $220 a month. And that's phenomenal. Get out to Cook Chevrolet, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar, where you'll find loads of Blazers, Equinoxes, Silverados, and even more.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $2,780 on Equinox, $3,050 on Silverado due at signing. Call or visit us online at our new web address, cookchevysuperstore.com. That's cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese. They offer competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans, so give them a call for a quote today. A lot of you have just finally decided that you're probably going to put those winter toys away, especially when we got a rain in the forecast, 60s and 70s next week. Along with me, Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. What should we be aware of as we begin to store these vehicles away, Craig?
Right, Terry. You know, a lot of us saw snowflakes yesterday, and that gave folks some headaches. And there were other people still up in the UP this past weekend doing some riding. So to each their own. But yes, as you start putting away those winter toys, some insurance companies allow you to take the coverage off or reduce it. Some do not, so it doesn't hurt to call and check. Also, Terry, tomorrow the snowmobile trails officially close at the end of the day. Now, if you choose to still go riding, you can ride on some state land and some national forests, but over 50% of the trails in Michigan are on private property, and those trails do close officially at the end of the day tomorrow. So, and they are not, some of those are not open to ATVs and side-by-sides. So make sure you know where you're going and make sure you know you're not trespassing if you do head out, whether it's on snow or on dirt.
Yeah, it's very easy to forget that. So you're right. Call ahead. Good suggestion. Craig, take care. Have a good one. We'll talk to you next week. All right?
All right. Thanks, Terry. Enjoy the sunshine.
Oh, we will. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Speaking of being prepared, the Michael Starr Crop Insurance Agency wants you to do that. It's called risk management, and they can help you right now because they are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get a hold of their agents on cell for questions or emergencies, or call the office in Reese for more information, 989-868-4722, the Michael Starr Crop Insurance Agency. We have Steve ready, John?
We do. For a look at what's going on in New York, we say good morning to Steve Anderson from Baird & Company. Steve, good morning.
And good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Terry.
How are we looking?
Right now, we're not looking too bad. We've got Dow Jones Industrial Averages ahead about 38 points, putting it at 32,755, and the volume there is 293 million shares. NASDAQ's ahead by 85, putting it at 12,011 on 371 million shares. Stocks of local interest, we've got Caterpillar 224.37 up 137, Deere 404.07 up 453, CMS $61 even down 18 cents, Dow 53.98 up 38, DuPont 70.96 up 13, Corteva 59.79 down 14, GM 36.19 up 49, Trinzio 20.79 up 54, Walmart 145.38 up 115, Huntington Banks 11.24 down a dime, Independent Bank 17.54 down a quarter, and AT&T is ahead by 3 cents at 19.03.
You have a great day, Steve. Thanks a lot.
I will. You too. Thank you much.
Will do. John, just got word Republican and Democratic members of the Senate have voted to repeal the Biden administration's intensely contested expansion of what qualifies as wetlands.
Really?
The president, though, has said that he will veto anything that comes through on that. So it looks as though this is going to be really interesting. It's all about WOTUS, the waters of the United States. So We'll just have to see how it shakes out.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back. Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444.
Star of the West Milling Company is hiring. Star of the West is looking for hardworking, self-motivated people to join the team for the 2023 spring season. A career opportunity open house is Thursday, April 6th at 4 p.m. at 3761 East Wademan Road in Rosebush. Star of the West is looking for yard help, CDL drivers, and custom application team members. You must be able to pass a DOT physical and drug screen. Certain qualifications are necessary. See Star of the West on April 6th from 4 till 7 p.m. in Rosebush for more information. Star of the West Milling is an equal opportunity employer.
We now conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.